Hey, welcome to the channel, friends. As always, man, I'm super stoked and pumped up to see. We're going to jump straight into unboxing this emergency survival repair kit. It's not a survival kit, it's just a repair kit. And as we do, I have a couple considerations for anything that went inside the box, including the actual box itself. A, it had to be something that I've actually used in the past. B, it had to be something that I had, and C, it had to be something that I felt that I could use for more than just simple repairs. And so we're going to jump straight off into this. Of course, as you can see right off the bat, you have a Altoids tin, which has been used, countless of times for survival kits. That I wanted to use something that was small, right? And because the bigger of a box that you have, the more that you want to push into it. And so I wanted to make sure I had something that was nice and compact. That way I wouldn't get, over the top with what I was putting in here. And also, obviously with the Altoids tin, I can use it in a survival situation if I need to make some char cloth as well. And of course, you saw that I had it secured with some boot bands as well. And I've always been a habit of having two tied into one. This obviously can be used to secure back all kinds of a number of things. And it's just really good to have around. So on the back side of the Altoids tin, I have some layers of reflective duct tape taped to the back. As you can see, man, it took up almost next to no extra room here. But, for a couple things. One, obviously for some simple repairs. It can be used to tape over. B, it's also reflective, so I can use it for signaling or for marking some different things. It can be reflective at night. And, it's just also for fire starting as well. You can take it off and roll it and then use it as a fire starter. So just all kinds of uses for duct tape. This is Gorilla Tape, by the way. So we'll open up the Altoids tin, and as you can see, man, it is jam-packed with all kinds of items in here. On the lid, I have glued down some 50 grit sandpaper, which can obviously be used for filing anything down that needs to be done. It can also be used for striking matches and things of this nature. And then behind this Gorilla Tape here, see if I can open this without, making everything fall apart. I have two razor blades taped down to the lid. So I have it taped down, so that I can protect the blades. And obviously, the razor blades themselves can be used for any number of things, from slicing and dicing, chopping heads off. You're not going to chop heads off with this thing. But, it can be used for, cutting different items and materials to be very precise. It can also be used for processing small game or, fish. So all kinds of use for some razor blades. And then moving on into what we actually have in here, and we'll just start off with what we can grab. So the first thing I'm going to come across is going to be a couple pieces of thin wire. So this can be used for repairs, anything from putting zippers back together or working on anything I need a lot more tensile strength than just some cordage. But it also can be used for making field expedient snares, right? And these are pre-cut to 14 inches. Next up, we'll pull out fingernail clippers. Man, when you need a set of fingernail clippers, there is no supplement for it. And with a decent set, you can cut wire as well. And then I made a couple small bobbins of thread in this one, fishing line on this one. In each one of these, I have 25 feet. Right, and then next up we have a Bic Lighter, also wrapped in some duct tape as well, for use for fire starting, but also just melting anything that needs to be melted off when we're doing some repairs or even doing some small light trimming. So all kinds of uses. All right, and then next up I got just a typical office clip that we can use. I had laying around, and I could use some paper clips, I guess, but I wanted to use this one because I can really get in and clamp things closed when I need to. Maybe I'm working on a sewing project and I'm trying to stitch something up, and I can clamp some material closed up on one end and start working in on the other. Or, I just need to clamp something else to something else, and man, when you need a clamp, the only thing that's going to be used is a clamp. I do have two buttons, to repair for lose a button. Or if I need to add a button, I can do that as well, right? And then I also have 30 feet of some cordage, and this is pretty thick braided stuff here. So good tensile strength for all kinds of repair uses. And we have some folding scissors. Again, when you need to have something cut, you can use a knife, but sometimes, being able to slice in with a pair of scissors, there's no substitute for it. And I've had this pair for a really long time. Next up, we have some super glue, right, which obviously has some really good uses for repairing some items that can also be used in conjunction with that duct tape on the back end, but also can be used for first aid purposes as well. And you can see, I don't have the lid in here to pop it. This particular one has such a small amount. It's 0.7 ounces. 0.07 ounces. It's just super small. It's kind of a one and done size container. So I'm just going to use a nail, which is a next item. I have two nails, one larger and one smaller, that can be used for obviously repairing some different items, but also can be used for setting some snares, with my wire, or anything else, when I'm out and I need to just tack something down onto a tree and secure it. And next up, I have some material, and this is just some cotton duck material, and I have 3 needles laced in, a couple larger ones, and then a finer gauge needle. Obviously, it can be used for repairs, but also can be used for first aid with some sutures or popping blisters if I needed to do something like that, or just whatever the case is. And then I have a lighter to sanitize as well. And as you can see, so I have about 8 inches by 8 inches of cotton material, and I wanted to push as much material into this can as possible, because sometimes you just need something a little bit more. So I can use this and I can cut it with my scissors into whatever size I need. If I needed to, I could actually make some lace out of the cotton as well. So just all kinds of uses from large to small repair that can be done with some cotton. And then of course, right behind that, I have a small hand saw, which can be used for cutting any number of things, and can be used for some more survival projects really than repair work. But I can use this operating with my hand, or if I needed to, I could also use my multi-tool to just clamp down on as well. So just, try to find a nook. You have a nook or a cranny and you want to take advantage of it, and that's what I did there. And that's what the kit is. All right, everybody, let me know what you think about the content of the video down in the comments below. What did you think about the repair kit? What are some things that we need to get rid of, to add, to make changes, to make it better, whatever the case is, man. We will keep this conversation rolling. If you did enjoy it, make sure you smash that like button, fellas. And if you want to stay up to date on some future content, you want to develop your tactical virtue and master your craft, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so that you'll do just that and stay up to date, man. We'll keep doing this together. Hope everybody is doing freaking stoker-matically awesome out there. And until then, y'all, you stay stoked.